Are you stuck with a decision? Left path, right path, stick, twist, fork in the road tarot time. Right, so these are the most definitive tarot you can get because we're literally going, do I go this way? Do I go that way? Now, a little caveat on that. It might be that there's another way, or it might be that if we're talking about, rather than stick or twist here, if we're talking about actually left path, right path, the best option might be to do nothing, right? If you want a personalised one, they're only 20 quid. Link at the top of my profile and in my socials. It's called Standstore. It's like Linktree. Same day guaranteed. Right, so let's start with path A. So path A, get that in your mind. And we'll see what comes out. And then we'll move on to path B. Keeping an eye on the time. I can't blather too much because I am going out very soon. Right, okay, so page of wands in the reverse. Wands fire action. Court cards can be an energy within ourselves, can be the energy of somebody else around us. Pages are more youthful energy. Don't have the knowledge or experience of the kings and the queens. Don't have the full motion of the knights. More about giving something a go. I feel like this page of wands is somebody else or something else. It's not going to come in with the best energy. It might just ignore you, right? So tower cards, fixed card, we call it the awakening card. So we've got the tower here, struck by lightning, it's on fire, there's people jumping out, it's cracking, it's crumbling. This tower is this situation, it's built on rocky foundations and it needs to come down. Now, tower cards are always for our long-term good, whether we like what happens or not. 1 time out of 10 they're positive, 9 times out of 10 they're tough and destructive. Now, the idea of a tower card is the universe goes, right, you're still in this timeline here. We need you over here. There's something you've not done. Said, change shifted, whack, bitch slap, get over there, splat. Now, the idea after a tower card is you pick yourself up, you dust yourself off, and you press forward regardless of what's happened. Now, most people do that, but on occasion, and this might be one of them, people bury their head in the sand or they nosedive. Now, the problem is if we do that, one or two things is going to happen. If the tower's been played because we have a greater purpose, or if it was love-based, I don't think it's love reading, you got a divine counterpart, they just keep coming. If the universe has done this to give you a helping hand and you ignore it, then it goes, right, well, you know, let it play out, sit in your darkened room, we're locking the door. We then got the Empress in the reverse. So the Empress is what we call the divine feminine. She's like the queens, but she's combined. Upright position, she knows her worth and value, she doesn't chase, she attracts. You want this, you come and get it. No pages, no knights though. Upright kings often might do, provided it can step up into Emperor mode. Reverse position, it can talk about toxic femininity, backing down, rolling over, letting other people get what they want. The other way we can go is because she embodies the Queen of Pentacles, being too supportive of others, reverse position, pulling that energy back. Right, let's continue and see where this is going. Ace of Wands, Wands fire action. So Ace, I feel it's pulling your energy back. Ace is bringing in new energy, not starting something new. So this is about going, right, let's reassess. What am I doing? Where am I going? Who am I? What do I want? The Moon card, right? So the Moon card talks about the unknowns. It's when we feel like something's off and we can't put our finger on it, or we're looking for answers to why this happened and we can't get the pieces of the jigsaw puzzle together. Upright position, the Moon card says there's no point looking yet. So that could hold you back because what you're being asked to do here is take a bit, have a bit of blind faith and go in this new direction, right? Overall outcome card. Strength in the reverse, right? I might need to clarify on this one because it can talk about lack of strength. It might be a lack of strength to push forwards without having the answers, or it could be about releasing some pride. Obstacles or blockages. 3 of Swords. Swords are where we think words we use. We call this the Heartbreak card. Although it's the Heartbreak card, it is Swords. So it's often something that's happened in the past. So it can talk about self-limiting beliefs. So that might mean that that strength card is feeling like you haven't got the strength to carry on with whatever this is. Removing any blockages. 5 of Swords in the reverse. Swords are where we think words we use. You're the person in the foreground. They're 2 figures that have laid the swords down in the background. It generally talks about a difference of idea, direction, opinion, etc., and who's going to come out on top. Upright position, it's you. Reverse position, it's them. This can talk about letting something go on a mental level. Right, so I'm not sure where that's going. I've got to be honest with you. So let's go on to path B. Path B. What's that one saying? Right, so Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Pentacles, earth, money, finance, non-financial wealth. That's what we're investing our time, efforts, and energies in. Upright position, this is about balance. He's giving money out to poor, he's got the scales in his other hands. Reverse position, it's either one party's doing all the giving and one's doing all the taking, or you're just giving away too much, right? High Priestess. So the High Priestess is one of the divine feminines. She's divine feminine on a more spiritual based level. Now she's about balance, duality, what I preach. Love and light don't work, right? She's connection with spirit. In this case, I'm going to say intuition, right? We then got the Hanged Man in the reverse position. So the Hanged Man for me is a leap of faith card. Left path, right path, stick or twist. The problem is with the Hanged Man leap of faith is you're looking for guarantees. Life doesn't work like that. Upright position, stuck there having a shift in perspective. Reverse position, either wait, or sod it, done, I'm going for it, right? Let's continue. I think you're going to go for it. Right? Five of Pentacles. So this card's about feeling left out in the cold. We've got the two homeless figures here trudging through the snow. One at the front's looking down, little Timmy on his crutches looking up. They're going, Christ almighty, what are we going to do here? Left out in the cold. And it's from taking that leap of faith. Now, the Pentacles are in the stained glass window of the church. The idea is they lift the head above the parapet, see the church is there, they can go in and be offered some help and support, but you're going to be missing that support as it stands. Queen of Pentacles, mentioned her a moment ago. Queen's feminine energy, King's masculine energy. In tarot, we talk about energy, not gender. Can be a man, woman, somebody non-binary. Queen of Pentacles is kind, caring, loving, devoted, cradling the pentacle like a baby. That can be a good thing. It can be a bad thing because it can mean that you're nurturing other people's bad behaviours. Removing any blockages. Hierophant. So the Hierophant's one of the divine masculines, is divine masculine on a more spiritual based level. Now it relates to my star sign of Taurus, so it can talk about sticking to some kind of tradition. The other way we can go is going on a journey of self-discovery. Who am I? What am I? Where am I going? What do I want? I might need some extra cards for this because it's not mega clear. Obstacles or blockages. Ace of Cups in the reverse. Cups, water, emotions. Ace is bringing in new energy. So the obstacle or blockage here is about not thinking about what you want. Okay. Removing any blockages. Strength cards. Right. So, right. What I feel like is, because I think that's pride. I think that's releasing some pride, and that's what you're being asked to do. So I feel like this decision is based on, is it going to affect somebody else, or is it going to piss somebody off, basically, right? So path A, right, what it's reminding you of, so if you go down path A, if you choose path A, it's basically you going, I'm going to go for it because I'm surrounded by children who make a lot of promises, they don't turn up, but by making that choice, it's going to create this tower card, right? You're then going to go, right, well, I've got to pull my energy back. I'm going to do things my way. You're going to reassess how you're going to move forwards with this without having the answers. And then ultimately you're gonna have to release some pride because you've been hurt, you've been wounded in the past by people. And what it's got an air of is that what holds you back is this worrying about what everybody else wants or what they think. And here that's where the pride's kicking in. Yeah, but what how will it affect other people? Well, if they've not been coming forward, if they've been acting like children, that's on them, not on you. Path B feels like you'll continue to kind of go along with what other people want, and your intuition's going, no, we shouldn't do this, right? I'm going to change my mind about that hanged man and say that's you holding off, right? And all that's going to do is going to continue to make you feel left out in the cold because you're pandering and nurturing to people who give a shit, you know what I mean? They're thinking about themselves. You're nurturing that and you're sticking some kind of tradition. So for me, path A is the right path. It might not look it on the face of it, but that's what I'm going for.